If you're watching this video, I'm going to make two small assumptions about you. You probably know what Persona 3 is, so I'm not going to explain what Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES are. And number two, if you're aware of what I'm talking about in this video, you probably thought that this was the answer on a separate disc. Well, I thought the same thing. It's not. It's way more interesting than that. So, I have been falling down a rabbit hole about this version of Persona 3 FES recently. Um, did you know that in Japan, Persona 3 FES released on technically two separate discs? So we've got here, this is Persona 3 FES. This is the version of FES that everybody in the West would be familiar with. This is the full game on the disc. This is what us in the West, this is how we received Persona 3 FES. However, in Japan, they also received Persona 3 FES Append-Dohan, or Persona 3 FES Append version. Now, I've seen a lot of misinformation about this version of Persona 3 FES online. A lot of people, myself included, thought that this was the answer, or episode Igus, released on a separate disc as a standalone expansion. This isn't true. And I have never seen a video released on YouTube or anywhere actually demonstrating how this version of FES works. And I find that quite stunning. So I'm here to upload what, as far as I can tell, is the first English-speaking, at least, video demonstrating how Persona 3 FES Append-Dohan actually works. So, let me boot it up. It is an update for the original Persona 3 game. And that's probably not going to make a lot of sense. So I'm going to fully walk through how this is going to work. So it looks like it's going to boot up as you would expect. But we reach a big blue screen here. Now, if you're watching this, I'm going to assume that you speak English. I'm going to assume that you probably can't read Japanese. And unfortunately, I can't read Japanese well enough to actually translate this, but I'm just going to run this through Google Lens, and I'm just going to read out what Google Lens thinks this says. So according to Google Lens, this says, this game is an append disc, requires Persona 3 to start. Insert Persona 3 disc. Do not insert discs that are not compatible with PlayStation 2. So, how this works is that if you are a Japanese Persona 3 fan, you probably still own your copy of Persona 3. Why wouldn't you? So when they released Persona 3 FES, they released a cheaper version, the append disc. What that means is that you put the append disc in your PlayStation 2. It'll show you that screen. You're going to put your PlayStation 3, your Persona 3, game into the console. It's going to read that game. It's going to say, I'm going to Google Lens this. It's going to say to you, the disc was recognized. Please insert the Persona 3 FES disc. Do not insert discs that are not compatible with PlayStation 2. Please insert the Persona 3 FES disc. That's obviously referring to the append disc. What this has done is, this has created, as far as I can tell, this has created a save data for Persona 3 FES that the append disc can use to play the whole Persona 3 FES game. Not just the answer, or episode Igus, the whole game. So I'm going to quickly click shut down, and I'm going to reboot the append disk. This is like if I had shut down my PlayStation 2 console. So this uses a Persona 3 original disk to validate the append disk to create a save data so that you can play This did not go as expected. Okay, you can't... See, I actually haven't tested this yet. This is interesting. You have to validate it every time. That makes sense. Okay, so every single time you want to play... Wow, I'm learning something new. Every single time you want to play your append disk, you put it in, you put in your Persona 3 disk, and then you put the append disk back in. Wow. So, it's like a patch. And as you can see, this is the Persona 3 FES opening. We've all seen this. I'm just going to skip it. It's going to take us to a main menu that we're probably familiar with. And we have Episode Yourself and Episode Aegis. This isn't just the answer. Right, I'm pressing cross. Why am I pressing cross? It's Japanese. It's circle. No. This is not just the answer. This is the entire FES game at a cheaper price. Because if you already own the original game, why would you pay more to have the same experience? This is just telling us all this stuff. I don't need to hear about all that. Oh, okay, I've said no. Hold on. Hi. Okay. Oh, that's loading save data for New Game Plus. Okay, yeah. I can't read enough Japanese for this. What am I doing? I just want to show that it's gonna play. Okay. Game. Yeah. I've said yeah and hi. Hi. Okay. Okay. Normal. Normal. Hi. So this is the whole damn game. I don't think it needs much more demonstrating than that. This is the name selection for the protagonist in the journey or episode yourself. Like, the append disk is not... I know I've said it 100 times. This is not the answer. I was driving me crazy. I needed to set the record straight. I needed to, as far as I can tell, be the first person to demonstrate the appended disc working to an English audience. Because, I mean, that misinformation is crazy. To say that the answer released separately. At the very least, I might name the guy. I'll probably name him. Paul. No, that's the last name. What am I doing? What am I doing? Where is it? Oh god, I can't see. I don't know the kanji for his name. Oh shit, wait. You have to use... Okay, or... To. Okay. Man, if I typed the hiragana wrong, I would have made a fucking fool of myself. Yep. Anyway, I mean that's it for the video. I needed to set the record straight on this. I hope that this has been like really interesting. I hope that this has actually been interesting and informative for a lot of people. At least the people that will watch this, because damn, even I didn't know. You know, I'm not sure how many people actually know what the Persona 3 Appendohan is. So, I mean, if you've watched this, thank you for watching. If you see anybody claiming in the future, in Japan, Persona 3 FES, the answer was released on a disc, please correct them, because that's not true. That never happened. Thank you. And have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are in the world. Have a good one.